Hey party people, Pandabrady here, and today we're playing more Steins. So, IBM 5100s are super rare. Maybe if I get one, I could sell it for a high price. That could be a good way to raise research funds. But first, I have to deal with CERN. Was that it? Oh! Okay. We've got more of this. Life in 2036 is very difficult from what it is today. Most people live on farms growing their own food. All forms of commerce and communication are restricted. There's no travel, no internet, no railroad even. Most people never see another town, let alone a city. Science continues to advance, of course, but the vast majority of people do not benefit from that progress. Technology belongs only to those chosen by CERN and the Committee of 300. It's very peaceful, at least on the surface. There's none of the conflict you see in this era. There's no war? How is that possible? Imagine all the people living for today. Sorry, enough of that. How did CERN resolve the situation in the Middle East? What have you got against world peace? Sounds to me like CERN's doing humanity a favor. This Titer guy stole a time machine from CERN, didn't he? He's the bad guy here. Die in a fire, terrorist scum. The world in 2036 is governed by CERN. All nations, even America, have disbanded their armies. To put it simply, now that is a dream, if ever I heard. To put it simply, civilization has returned to an 18th century level of technology and exists under a communist system of government. Except now, the system works flawlessly. Right now, you should be asking yourselves how that is possible. How does a system of government that collapsed in the 20th century exist without discontent? The answer to the question is the reason I'm here. Yes, I am a terrorist. There are others like me who fight against CERN. We think of ourselves as the resistance, but there's no denying that our actions are a kind of terrorism. Anyway, I want to hear more about the mini-world's interpretation. You said it's been proven by 2036. How? I knew you were a terrorist. How many of you murdered? What if my kids are among them? Maybe I really should kill your father. Protect the future! Stop beating around the bush. Give us answers. You're one of those old men who participated in the student riots, aren't you? Filled your head with a bunch of bull, and now you can't tell fact from fiction, am I right? Delicious nationalist tears. La 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 la. CERN probably figured it out. They've got a time machine to experiment with, right? That would make you no better than Titor. If you're willing to face the consequences, then go right ahead. Titor, question. Did World War III take place as scheduled? Why did you come to this particular time? Did you find an IBM 5100? Is John Titer plugging for the commies? I thought that went out of style years ago. I thought Titer was crazy, but this ho-ohing guy is even crazier. Get a room, guys. Lol. World War III. LMAO. Isn't there supposed to be an IBM 5100 in Akiba? As I've already explained, my goal in this time is to change the future. I'm posting here to warn you of what's going to happen. Perhaps convergence will render my efforts meaningless, but if even one person pays attention, that's enough. World War III? Is that something I said on a different world line? I would like to talk to you in private. Please email me when you have time. Of course, if anyone else would also like to email me, feel free. Serious inquiries only, please. All I've been getting is hate mail. Here's my address once more. John Titor at egweb.ne.jp. Or maybe that's IP. Uh-huh. 20 hours have passed since Daru started hacking. Night gives way to a refreshing summer morning. I glance at Daru while browsing @channel on my phone. He's fidgeting even more, and now his legs are like pistons. His knees move up and down in harmony with the rat-a-tat of his keyboard. Daru hasn't slept in about 40 hours, but he still won't get off the computer. I was going to ask him if he'd like a break, but his entire body is exuding an aura that says, "Don't talk to me." I curl up a bit and return to my phone. My discussions with Had a sneeze just now. My discussions with John Titor just aren't making sense. Not even Titor himself seems to know about the Titor from 10 years ago. It's hard to imagine that everyone on @channel is conspiring against me. But how else can I explain it? Out of options, I decided to email Titor directly, just as he told me to. He audaciously exposed his own address on @channel. I guess that's his way of saying bring it on. In my email, I questioned the differences between his posts now and his posts 10 years ago. The current Titor hasn't even acknowledged the latter. I only vaguely remember them, but they basically went like this. In 2015, World War III breaks out. Many people die. In 2036, the world is a nuclear wasteland. John Titor travels to 1975 to obtain an IBM 5100. The IBM 5100 was necessary to revive technology lost in World War III. The IBM 5100 has a hidden function, the ability to read IBM's proprietary computer language, which predates APL and BASIC. But only certain IBM engineers are aware of that function, so it does not appear in the manual. In 1998, Titor meets his younger self and his parents in America. John Titor was a soldier who volunteered for this mission. Why did I suddenly become British? John Titor is an American. Furthermore, in 2000, Titor correctly predicted the outcomes of some future events. The Peruvian coast earthquake in 2001, the election of a new pope, the outbreak of the Iraq War, China's advances in space, and so forth. Though he only talked vaguely about each one, they all came true. On the other hand, other predictions were unfulfilled. For example, the Y2K bug, Civil War in America, the cancellation of the Beijing Olympics, the inauguration of America's first female president in 2009, and so forth. There's more, but let's leave those aside for now. I'm going to ask him why those predictions didn't come true. Sorry for the sudden mail. The guy asked you to. Alright, let's send it now. If he can't answer to my satisfaction, then the current Titor is an imposter. This is your litmus test, John Titor. I almost said tester. So, what are your true colors? I see your true colors. Oh, Ohio, Mayushi. How are you today? Mayuri comes in. Looks like she's forgiven us for experimenting on her food. She's back to her usual smiley self. Oh my goodness, there are so many adorable things in this picture. Well, like 3 or 4, but... Yeah, that is true. I mean, I barely function with 8 hours of sleep, so... Though, to be accurate, it wasn't 2 nights in a row. I took an afternoon nap yesterday. Mayuri starts fishing through her convenience store bag. And then she takes out... canned Odin. The canned Odin is still warm when she gives it to me. I open the lid right away and eat the beef. Mayuri and I have been together for a long time, so she knows what I like. And when it comes to canned Odin, beef is where it's at.
最近バナナや唐揚げは食べ飽きていたところだが、今後もこの差し入れで頼む。
さすがにしょっちゅうおごれるほどマユシーのポケットマネーは多くないのです。
Exactly. Especially with you using all her money to buy experiment stuff.
マユシーが大好きだから今後も続けます。
I consider saying you'll get fat if you only eat frozen foods, but that threat's not very effective against Mayuri, so I hold my tongue. Her high metabolism prevents her from getting fat no matter how much she eats.
あとね、他にもあるよ。はい、じゃーん。
Oh, is that Pocky? Next, she produces a small box with a Rhinet illustration.
ライネットソーセージ。おまけでウーパのボトルキャップがついてくるんだ。すごく欲しかったから買っちゃった。
Sausage in a box. Fascinating. She sticks out her tongue with a shy giggle. Something tells me that in a few months' time, this lab will be neck-deep in Oopa goods. There are only a few things right now, like the cushion on the sofa, but that number is sure to grow exponentially.
ダル君はどう？
苦戦中だ。少しぐらい休んでもらった方がいいんだがな。何もぶっ通しで何とかしろとは一言も言ってないんだが。
Well, that's the thing. If you're hacking, you kind of have to do it all in one sitting. If you do it piece by piece, they're gonna figure out.
ハッカー魂がメラメラバーニングしちゃったんだね。
そこ、ハッカーって言わないように。
Well, at least we know he's paying attention to the world around him. An empty Diet Cola bottle comes whistling through the air. It hits my head with a nice thunk. Skyclad 2010 at egweb.net. Greetings. Oh, it's Amane Suzuha. First email, thanks for exchanging addresses with me yesterday. I finally made a friend here. Yay, don't worry. I won't email you too much, and I might be slow to reply too. I'm kinda new at this email thing. It's okay to laugh at me. Let's see here. That wasn't an exchange. You took my address by force. I had no choice but to submit. Where were you living before? Or, haven't used cell phones much? Let's see. Yeah, I'll go with this. Haven't used cell phones much? Yeah, a little bit, but that's probably because he's been awake for 40 hours doing nothing but hacking. Mayuri and I evacuate to a corner of the lounge and quietly eat the Odin.
ハッキングって悪いことなんだよね。マユシーはね、二人にそういうことしてほしくないな。
Yes, it is.
スーパーハッカーじゃなくて、ハッカーとしての腕前。使わなければ宝の持ち腐れだ。
Oh, sorry, I was looking into what Odin is. Oh, and my phone was on, so that was right next to my microphone. Great. Ah. Actually, Odin looks pretty good. Incidentally, it looks like hackers hijacked CERN's system back in 2008. We found news articles about it online. That means even the inventors of the World Wide Web have holes in their security. With his skills, Daru should have no trouble getting through.
それにこれはセルンの悪事を暴くため世界をかけて支配する巨大な闇との戦いなのだよ。
悪いことは悪いことだよ。
That's unusual. My Yuri usually just accepts whatever I say. Well, I admit it. We are doing a bad thing. But there's no way we can stop now. Daru's already 40 hours into this. I need to change the subject.
さつま揚げをやるから牛すじをくれないか。
それならうずら卵がいいな。
Ah.
ふざけるな。俺は牛すじの次にうずら卵が好きなのだ。
I kinda like this. It's a little slice of life stuff going on.
ちくわで手を打ってくれ。
My chikuwa.
わかったよ。さつま揚げよりはちくわだもんね。
With that said, I skewer the chikuwa and put it in my Yuri's can. And I get her beef in return. Subject change complete. My Yuri really eats up conversations about food. It's so easy to manipulate her.
もうすぐなんだよ。SQL のテーブル一覧さえ手に入れればパスワード特定余裕なんだよ。僕をなめんな。
And he's almost done. Daru has started talking to himself. Looks like things are falling into place. Daru really is a super hacker. Super Hacka, sorry. I think this is the first time I've seen him serious. Daru bends himself forward, staring holes into the screen. But all I see on the screen is the same string of numbers and letters.
おお、来た来た来た。いいよいいよ。ほら観念して俺の前に全部晒しやがれっつうの。すっぱだかにされてる気分はどうだよ。やっ
Please don't tell me he has anthropomorphized this firewall or whatever he's trying to hack into right now. His eyes are bloodshot. He started rambling. Maybe the lack of sleep is getting to him, you think? Daru opens up a new window, types in a 12-character string, and slams the enter key. An error sound rings. He quickly deletes the string and enters in a new one. He keeps repeating that sequence until finally...
おお、来た来た。ID とパス一致ひょっほー。ログイン完了だゴラ。死ねえなめんな。Yes yes yes.
Yes! Yeah! Take it! Yes! I did it! Oh, what enthusiasm!
やったのか。
Hell yeah! The smug bastard turns around with an expression of immense satisfaction, as if he's gone into la petite mort.
ミッションコンプリート。
本当か。
Really? Yeah, exactly.
わあ、すごいね。よくわかんないけど。
So he hacked one of the hardest things to hack in 40 hours. Oh, 20 hours. After 20 hours of agony, it's finally over. He just hasn't slept in 40 hours. To show Daru my appreciation, I toss him an unopened Odin can.
仕事の後のおでん缶って最高すぎだろう。
よくやった。やはりお前は世界最高のスーパーハッカー。
And thunk.
ハッカーな。
Yes,
ハ
hacker.
ッカーだ。お前が敵でなくてよかった。それで世界滅亡計画の証拠は見つかったか。
いや、まだ見てねっつうの。繋がっただけ。
Exactly. Once you're in...
ここまで来ればあとは楽だけどな。
ならば疲れているところ悪いが早速調べてくれ。きっとあるはずなのだ。陰謀の影が。
はいはいやりますよ。でもその前におでん缶食わせろ。
Let me guess, he's going to eat it and then get an error message or something. After a short meal break, Daru taps on his keyboard more nimbly than before.
手に入れたパスがセルンの誰のものなのかってのが問題なんだよな。
どういうこと？
セルンのデータベースに入ってデータのテーブル一覧をゲットしたんよ。そっから 11111111とか ABCDEFGH みたいな簡単なパスワード使ってる関係者に的を絞って ID 手に入れたわけ。
Yes, you would be surprised how many people have very poor passwords like that.
その ID の持ち主がサーバー管理者だったら最高なんだけど、さすがにそこまで運は良くないと思われ。
日本語で OK だよ。
右に同じく。
要するにセルンのサーバー管理者のパスだったならセルンの全身を舐め回すように弛緩しまくりだけど、そうじゃない普通の研究員か何かならおっぱいしか見せてもらえない的な。
Daru, you have such a way with words.
ダルくんエッチだね。
Mayuri doesn't care.
エロい例えをせな。つまり見られる情報が限定されてしまうということだろ。
そういうこと。サーバー管理者を特定してパスをゲットするのも時間の問題だけど、それはまた今度にするわ。さすがに眠くてあんま頭が働かん。
I would be too. 40 hours of staying awake and 20 hours of hacking. It would be cruel to push Daru any further. It's unfortunate, but overworking him isn't an option. Let's let him rest so he can regain his energy.
お、どうやら手に入れた ID は加速器部門担当者のものらしいよ。
That's awesome. Also, he brute forced it, which is really weird to me.
サーバー管理者じゃないのか。
No.
一発で当てるなんて奇跡でも起きない限り無理だっつうの。セルに何人の関係者がいると思ってるんだぜ。
Thousands, probably.
何
6000人以上。
Over 6,000. What? 6,000? That many?
とりあえずこの加速器部門担当者の名前は。
Is it going to turn out it's Nakabachi?
ジャックさんのメールのログをちょろっと覗かせてもらおうよ。
Jack. And of course, the emails come up in English. Darn. If only we knew somebody that could speak English.
頭が痛くなってきました。
Yep. If only we had a fourth lab member that knew how to speak and read English. Huh. Darn. I don't think we'll find anybody, guys. It's pathetic to flinch at the mere sight of English. Don't you try, Okuri.
なんと書いてあるんだ。
How the heck should he know? He doesn't know English.
しないと。
He's at
エキサイト先生にご登場願え。
Dr. Excite.
そんなめんどいことしてらんねえっつの。
Daru boots up translation software and auto-translates the open page. That's not always the best option. Poor, unnatural Japanese shows up. The first line says, Happy New Year.
バカンスでスペイン行くとか羨ま。
That email's normal. Nothing out of the ordinary.
こういうログを漁っていけば、そのうちサーバー管理者も特定できるのだぜ。
That is true.
他人のメールを勝手に見るのってすごくごめんなさいって気持ちになる。
Yeah, I have to agree with Mayuri. Mayuri gets depressed and moves away from the computer. She sits on the sofa and hugs her giant Upa cushion with a sigh. Yep. There are many hats to each hacker, and depending on their moral codes, that hat can be a different color. I know we're doing something socially unacceptable, however.
俺はとっくに悪の道に踏み込んだ。何の良心の呵責も感じない。
Here it comes. There it was.
責任は全てこの俺が取る。ダルやマユリに罪をかぶせるつもりはない。
うほ、僕オカリンになら掘られてもいい。
Excuse me, what?
それはお断りだ。
Thank you. Thank
というわ
you.
けでダルよ。 心置きなく覗き見るのだ。
オカリンって悪いんだ。マユシーは悲しいです。
Oh, that's of no concern to me. Be gone. You just sit there and pretend your hands are clean. I shall take the blame for this, for I am the evil mastermind behind the plot. Upon further examination, we discover several emails with the title Experiment Report. In English, naturally. Looks like he sends emails like these almost daily.
LHC の実験レポートか。タイムマシンのヒントが得られるかもしれん。開いてみるべきだろう。
これ見たら確実にヤバそうだけどな。
Yes. Yes, it is. That's what his lips say, but his hands still click on the email. Uh-huh. What comes up is an unintelligible series of symbols.
暗号化されてる。
Oh, encryption.
さすがに簡単にはいかないか。
ま、この程度の暗号を解くのはへでもないがな。
Nice super Hacka. He's a genius, no doubt. Daru undoes the security in less than 10 minutes. The real-time sync is deciphering the crappy machine translation.
意訳すると
Hi, Pol. The experimental data dated of today was improved to the server. The condition of LHC is excellent, though it is LHC to the end. There we go. This fellow is obedient, surprisingly like the cat, though this fellow is capricious about this month. I think that it may be this condition for a long time. However, do not you think that the work not rewarding. Something something large cat ha 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 smiley face. Oh sorry, ha 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 smiley face.
Hi, Paul.
そういう演技は無用だ。
The acting is completely unnecessary. Aw, but I wanted to act.
今日付の実験データをサーバーにアップしておいた。LHC の調子は良好だ。あくまで LHC はだが。
Okay.
こいつはまるで猫みたいに気まぐれだが、ここ1ヶ月ほどは驚くほど素直だ。ずっとこの調子だといいんだがな。しかし報われない仕事だと思わないか。この子猫、大猫と言うべきか。はははははは。が稼働して9年になるが、この人類史を塗り替える研究は一部の人間の目にしか入らないわけで、もっとも公表されたらされたでいい晒し者になるのがオチだろうがな。
Really now?
世の中の連中はきっとこう言うだろうさ。今すぐロバート・ゼメキフをセルンに呼んでください。そうすれば1年と経たないうちに作ってもらえるだろうってな。
9年で。
Yeah, that is strange. 9 years. Daru finishes reading. I rub my temples with my thumbs. Calm down. Let's sort things out.
今のメール、翻訳ミスということはないのか。
Did Daru notice something unnatural too? He's not joking like he usually does.
翻訳ソフトを信じるならミスはないんじゃね。ところどころへんてこな日本語になってるのは確かだけど。
だとしたら妙なことになる。LHC が稼働を開始したのは去年の春ぐらいだったはずだが、このメールでは9年前から稼働していたと読み取れる。
おかしいな。
The email send date is this year, 2010. So 9 years ago makes it 2001. The same year that John Titor posted this on @channel yesterday. The only other thing I can say is that you must not believe their lies. They have already succeeded at creating micro black holes. I gulp. If you read between the lines of this email, it sounds like they're doing some sort of something experiment. Also, Robert Zemeckis is a super famous Hollywood movie director. Oh, Robert Zemeckis. Instead of Zemeckis. He directed a trilogy of smash hit time travel movies about 20 years ago. I groan. No way, was I right? Saren's hiding a major secret from the world? It's related to time travel?
ダル、もっと調べてくれ。タイムマシン研究の痕跡を探すんだ。
Okay, well, he's going to have to search for that next time. So, remember, like and share if you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that bell in the subscription so that you will be notified when my stuff comes up. And I will see you guys. Oh, right. Don't forget to subscribe to become part of the Panda Party, because there ain't no party like a Panda Party, because a Panda Party don't stop. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.